My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Iratus, Lord of the Dead. The extra artifact we got last time is actually complete garbage. I think we just continue moving forwards. Anything I want to do with any of these characters at this point? No, not really. I guess there's probably naming. Ooh, also, hang on, yeah, I have a level 2 character that I can pull back out. Beautiful. Okay, so Kyle's waiting here on the outside. Actually, I also have stuff that I want to do with the library. Let's build ourselves a lich. Oh god, I hope it doesn't require one of the materials that I just... Yeah, it requires all of the materials that I just upgraded. Oh, that's really bad. So I can't make a lich and I can't make a vampire because I don't know how to do that yet. Guess I could just start opening up the excavation. That's something I do want to pivot to starting the upgrades on, so sure.
Unholy masonry.
That's fine by me then. Commander Kronos is very close to a level. This one, damn it. Just a little too far. Your name is Drew? 1 PKT, the first. Alright, battle. Wait a second. Do I have more initiative on these characters? No, I don't. Okay, yeah, there's still no reason to invert the order of my characters. It's more important I get stuns in the first round if I can guarantee that. Alright, don't you dare taskmaster me. Ooh, just minors. I think this should be fine, right? Unless they just suddenly crit one of my, like, skeletons out of existence. This should be okay. This is all initiative. Yikes. I think it's going to be really important to get one of the miners off the field really quickly. Okay, at least we could stun one in the first round. I also think we're probably leaving the elite miner on the field for the longest. Just because they've got so much more HP that it's going to take a while to take them down. Alright. Ooh, damn, we're doing serious damage to this miner. It's actually pretty likely I get to kill that second line of miner before it goes again. Yeah, proving that now. Unfortunately, that has moved the golem forwards, so the golem now actually gets to hit me. Oh, never mind. The miner moves itself forwards over the top of the golem. We're fine again. I do want the golem to be the last target on the field because I have the ability to stun the golem constantly. So it's not going to be a problem for me when it's just the golem and I. Ah, well. If that's all I can do on my turn, that's all I can do on my turn. Thank you for at least missing Commander Kronos once there. You can hit Call of the Wild as many times as you'd like, though. Keep him stuns. Oh, beautiful. Also, by the way, look at my party. They're all just healing back up constantly. Every time one of my turns starts, just 8 Wrath. Sorry, 8 Wrath. My high amount of Wrath just bringing HP back to my team. It's so good. This is why the reprioritization was something that I felt would completely change the game for me. Getting 20 extra vigor on my skeletons, I think, is also going to make them so much more resilient because... like, you have to invest so much more instantaneous damage to take them down. Alright.
As you were in life, you will be worth something in death.
Now, unfortunately, the elite stone golems, like, I can keep stunning them. I just have to make sure that I have a stun available every round. So I'll leave Drew 1 PKT until after. And then move backwards. There we go. Neat. This is just so that I can guarantee that I have... Oh, God. I don't have that right now, though. I need to get a skeleton into line 2. Because they have access to an attack that goes straight through armor. But it's also really important that I have at least one stun a turn so that the elite stone golem can't really act. That said, we have the ability to kind of just stand here until we full heal if they ever do act. Okay. I can Dark Offering to move myself backwards here. And that moves another target into a position where they can actually deal damage. Hey! We did it! Although now I have no clue how I'm going to stun the Elite Stone Golem this turn. In fact, I'm not going to be able to stun them this turn. Good work, Ryan. Yeah, absolute clod. Ooh! Ooh, yeah, absolute diamond in the rough, yeah. Yeah, absolute. Ugh. All right. Let's get the Dead Knights to the front of the party. Nice. We've accessed the stuns again. They're back. Invalidate target again. By doing this attack, I get to load the stun. Although, unfortunately, that's also made sure that I'm not going to be able to do any damage this turn. God. A lot of the encounters can boil down to things like this that are kind of like pulling teeth. Especially for a game that has the stated design goal of being like Darkest Dungeon, but without all of the kind of like grindy bits. All of those kind of like small optimization, kind of min-maxy things. Not min-maxy things, but things that you felt compelled to do because of min-maxing. Feels like it's weird for it to be emulating it in a couple different positions. That said, again, the game is very clearly still in early access. So it doesn't necessarily have to have a solution to all of those things right now. I think I'm going to go with the same option of just shuffling all of my units here. And just having the We Are Nothings do it. Because it'll work eventually, and it's the safest one that I have. I don't want to just randomly lose a unit of my party. Especially if I knew that I didn't need to and I was just cutting corners. But again, that harkens back to the same feeling, right? Like, you feel like you're cutting corners if you don't do all the best min-maxing. And Darkest Dungeon has some that, at the very least, the developers of this game consider could be cut out for another game. And yet it's still kind of being emulated a little at the moment. All right. No selected bones yet. I do want selected bones, and then I kind of want to go down like another tree. One other thing that I do want to do is magic. This ability here, Blood Curse. The enemy loses 25 luck until the battle ends. If they escape, Iratus gains a vampire after winning the battle. That is the only way to unlock vampires, by the way. And I do want to do that at some point. So, what? Creation... Yeah, vampires. They're here. I just want to have them, but I can't until I do that. I can build up the obelisk right now. That's fine. Not level 3. Damn. We're just one short. Drew, please level up. It'll be so good. I mean, I could level up Drew if I threw them in the arena and then took out a level 1 skeleton for the next party. I'm not doing that for an elite squad. Are you kidding me? Definitely not. Okay, so I need to make a sacrificial unit. That sacrificial unit's definitely going to be a ghoul.
The blade is a deadly weapon when one has an eternity to master it.
Let's go sacrifice them. And, ooh, outdoor fork. You know I love me a good outdoor fork. Black Heart, +1 ward, as well as extra accuracy for debuffing the target. That could totally go on one of the skeletons. Blood Diamond, starting in position 2, rather. Gives you 1 block as well as some Wrath. Yeah, sure, that just goes on someone, I guess. Ears Necklace, extra resistance, and extra resistance, missing with attacks and debuffing targets, yeah. So, one of the ears goes on each of my Dead Knights. Having extra resistance also increases their damage. And Serpent Frog, you are in the second line. Maybe you take the Blood Diamond. Yeah, sure. And then the Black Heart. I guess I can give that to you. Right? Is there any reason to influence in one direction or another? Not necessarily. Alright, and Commander Kronos, I kind of want to give you Mystic Fortitude just so that you have the extra 10 vigor, but Smite the Show-Offs is so powerful. We've proven it before.
Serve me well, my minion.
Okay, so I get my 10% parts more often. Ooh, we're getting a hell of a lot of parts if we just have a little bit more experience on Drew. I think I might also take Skullfall in. Scroll of Skullfall allows Iratus to use Skullfall in combat. It's a one-time use. Hopefully Skullfall is good.
Finds its way into my capable hands.
Oh, right. And also I was going to unlock part of the obelisk here, so... It is with a heavy heart that I realize I've probably locked myself out of creating any of those. Oh, no.
In tenebris mortis.
Easy shade to make. And an easy ghoul as well.
To not drool over their body parts.
Excuse me? Excellent. Okay, so now with that obelisk finished, we should be able to continue building the graveyard a lot more quickly. We're missing allocating 1 talent, but that's okay. All right, we'll go into the next dungeon now. Finally, we'll actually go into the elite squad. God, if we wipe here, it's going to be so bad. It's really unfortunate how little information I have about what elite squad I'm about to face. All right. Don't give me a bunch of Taskmasters. I think unless we get like an insta-kill from the headsman here, we should be okay. Okay, Skullfall is 10 magic damage to all enemies, sets targets on fire for 2 turns, dealing 10 damage per turn. There's ward on the elite headsman, but I think I still cast this first.
Say hello to my burning friend.
It's 30 damage on them as well. I think we'll focus on the elite conscript first. Just the possibility they turn around and crit one of my characters out of existence is really bad. But the elite hunky actually has 65 crit. But we'll be stunning that character before its turn. Yeah. Well, I thought I was going to stun them before that. Well, actually, no, I still can stun them before their turn. It's fine. Ooh, good hits. I love that they're immune to that debuff. Oh, yes. Oh, we're off to a good start here. Unfortunately, we were pulled forward still, so we do not get to stun the elite hunky in time. Oh, well, that happens. Crit debuff is lots less accuracy. So that's actually pretty dramatic still. Wow, so this spell actually allows me to cast it multiple times in each combat. Well, damn, I'll use it again. Because I'm currently not using my mana for anything else. It looks like we're going to leave this combat on full HP. Great. See, this is how I wanted this to go last time. This is what I saw. This is what I knew could happen. This is how I knew we could be, but you playing. This could be our run, but RNG was playing earlier. Way to turn there. Excellent, because then I can stun at the end of my turn. Just to make sure that I permanently keep him that way. It also loads up my Dark Knights at the absolute end. Oh, beautiful. So, something I should already be thinking about is how does this build counter the Inventor? The Inventor that we had at the end of the second floor, because I still don't think it does. So I'm going to have to modify this build in some fashion. Add a unit, take a unit out. You'd assume I'd do both at the same time. But something's got to give. Oh, hell yeah, they're all on level. Okay, we got extra experience for that combat. That's really good. How much extra experience do we get? Okay, we got 4 experience for that combat. That's great. That's so good. Okay.
I expect results.
When the enemies receive a debuff, I mean, that counts stunning them. But I think we still just go with extra accuracy. Yeah. I think it's just really important those units are no longer missing at all, if at all possible. Okay, so finally our Nobleman Garb is active. So now we're getting 30% parts more often. And then if I go down the alchemy tree, we could do that. But I think I'm going for selected bones first. Plus 20 vigor to both of my summons as well. Their next level up is probably mystical fortitude. So they'll have another 10 on top. I mean, I think we end up rounding out this battle by going into the Keymaster's fight. Is there absolutely anything I'm missing so far? I don't think so. I think we're comfortable. I think we're set. Yes, yes, Keymaster, time to go. Can I actually have control of the video game, please? Thank you. It's the first stance. Gotta remember, I've got to choose one of these to leave up. I'm leaving the third liner up. Ideally at the moment. Woo! Yikes. That's a big hit right there. Does Commander Kronos do anything right now? I'm thinking no. Actually, no, it's fine. We can hit this one. Beautiful. Very glad we didn't kill it there. And that's not a goof. I'm actually glad. Because I wanted to do that.
This never gets old.
Whee! So now my goal is to find how many times I can hit the Keymaster before they go for big resummons. And even more than that, how many times can I hit the Keymaster before, yeah, exactly, they redirect my attacks enough times to force me to kill their allies. It's like really important that I don't kill the allies of the Keymaster before the Keymaster's turn. So that's why I didn't swing there as well. Made this target insane. Ooh, chance to attack ally. Love it. Damn it. That was exactly the worst case scenario. Now the Keymaster resummons at the end of their turn. That was so bad. That was really poorly handled on my part. I think it's really important we take down one of these hunkies early. Can we leave a miner up? I think we might be able to leave a miner up. Hunkies doing stuns is hard to leave up, though.
Break their bones.
Maybe it's inverted, right? Actually, leaving a hunky up is easier because the stuns don't deal that much damage, so I'm not at risk of just instantly losing a unit. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna reprioritize and go for the miner instead now.
Opposing me.
It's fine. Yeah, and the hunky also has the ability to just like do nothing like that. Okay.
Your frail bodies fail you.
Woo! Good hits. And I get to follow it up with a big heal. Lovely. Alright, we're good. We're good. So now, at this point, it's just, is the Keymaster going to redirect my attacks? That's all I have to worry about. Miner down. Please stop redirecting all of my attacks, Keymaster. It's very important that I hit you, Keymaster. Okay, that's fine. It's as good as I could have gotten. Keymaster does not go for a resummon. Goes for an attack that's probably still going to be full healed in a reasonable amount of time here. Ooh! Alright, we're now actually damaging the Keymaster. The Keymaster's also damaging us at a much faster rate. Keymaster, if you could just calm down a little bit, please. Unfortunately, we can't stun the boss. Oh, that also does mean that I should just stun the hunky then. There's no reason to let it have an attack. Okay, now there's another unit on the field. I can go and start killing the hunky. That said, the Keymaster is just going to redirect my attacks eventually, so. Should probably start by attacking with the Keymaster, I feel. No, the hunky should die before its turn. No, I've just completely pivoted back in the other direction. Okay. That's fine, that's fine. I'll just, Abyssal. And now we're back on the grind.
Dust to dust.
Ooh, getting a lot of no redirects here. Never mind.
My kingdom comes.
Damn it! That's what I get. That's what I get for pointing it out. We're in an okay position, especially with that double turn stun right there. And the fact that we haven't missed any of those advances yet. And the double crit stun again! Thank heck both of those didn't hit.
Break their bones.
Woo! Woo-hoo! Lovely. And I even get a stun on the miner. God, life is good here. Alright. I think we found the holding pattern to take out the rest of the fight. 45 on the backline as well. Woo-hoo-hoo! Beautiful. It's an extra resummon, but I can control the board really effectively, so maybe it was a bad idea to do that. This target kills the miner in the front line in the next turn. Just because the multi-hit per buff means that we hit an extra time. And Drew also has enough accuracy to guarantee those hits. Nice try. Oh god. Stunned for 2 turns? I think I now just swap target.
Ooh, I hope there will still be enough left to reanimate.
Yeah, totally.
One into furniture.
Just leave that target there for as long as possible. I mean, if any attacks get redirected, fine, they get redirected. Yeah, there. Oh, and that's directly before the Taskmaster. God damn it. I did it to myself again. I clearly think that there needs to be a little bit more...
Break their bones.
just something. This needs to be a little bit more substance, this fight. So I'm throwing intentionally in order to make sure that there's more drama.
Good, good. More materials. Ooh, I didn't think it would be this easy.
Actually, so how does the amount of parts that you get at an end of battle, how is that calculated? And is it calculated based on the amount of enemies that you kill? Because if it is, then can you just farm in this combat forever and get a ridiculous amount of parts and then win the game?
Perish.
It's possible. Right, there's our stun. Ooh, resummon. Nice try. Yeah. Gunning down the line to get the healing in battle was, I think, extremely essential for me, at least. For my playstyle in this game so far. Alright, almost done with the Keymaster here.
I didn't think it would be this easy.
Beautiful. Is this a dive? It is. I really wish that finished the entire battle. It would have been a much better moment than having to wait for a little bot with a shield at the very end.
Mop up the gore. Might hate to see plants using it as fertilizer.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. And now we've got a party that is not afraid of anything. I think I will go with Dark Greed on both of these rather than the AoE hit from Ravenous Abyss. The difference just being that Dark Greed is going to be a lot better at dealing with single targets, like targets that are putting down traps, for example. Drew 1. Do we go with Mystic Fortitude like we'd previously promised? I think maybe we do.
Now, prove yourself worthy of my investment.
Excellent. As for the artifacts, we'll take Philosopher's Stone for the next combat, next floor.
Mortals tremble before me. Well, even more than previously.
And I'm getting really close to Wrath Unchained for Dark Knights receiving extra attack, luck, and dread. All right, let's go into the next dungeon. Whew! See? Oh, it's going to be so much needed now that we haven't lost a bunch of our people already. All right, let's have a look at this map. There's an early steal there. Ooh, as well as... Oh, that's not going to... Yeah. Only... Yeah, if I take this path, I'm not going to be able to take that one. This connecting part is just so that if I get here, I have the ability to bail out in that direction, I think. Right? Unfortunately, the map doesn't necessarily always imply what direction it will let you take. Is it here and then I have to decide, or is it here and then I have to decide? Okay, I'm seeing which path has the most steals, obviously. Because it always seems to be that you can only take the path that will funnel you to the end. So being able to branch off here doesn't really make sense. Does it? No, that makes sense still. Being able to branch off there. And here, being able to branch off to go down in that direction. Again, it could be either way. I'm not a huge fan of the fact that you can't always tell. If anyone does know how to just tell the directionality at a glance, I would love to know, please. If anyone has any inclination whatsoever. Not just random guesses though, please, because then I have to look through all of that and it's very much like, oh, my dad told me that if you use strength on the truck, you can catch Mew. Like, no, it's not helpful at that point. I appreciate the Zeller to help though. Okay. Oh, I could have built something in the graveyard. Yeah, I always forget something. All right, let's just abandon this entire party so that I can... Kidding. Crit straight through the armor. Lovely. That's actually really unfortunate. I kind of wish I didn't crit like that. Because then I didn't remove the block, and not removing the block meant that it was harder for me to get a stun off in the next round. Do I want to just focus a target out of existence right now? Yeah, I think I do. Yeah. The most important thing I think I can do right now is... Ooh, hang on, you wait until the end of the turn. Most important thing I can do right now is upgrade my character's resistance, armor, block, and ward, I think. These enemies also do have armor, so I also think I need to actually upgrade my character's attack stats. Because otherwise I'm just not going to be able to do any damage to any of the enemies on this floor. Like, most of the enemies last floor had 0 armor, so I'm just doing 6 less damage this floor. Already. Beautiful. Now we have full control over the fields.
One by one,
excellent. And we can kind of have them drop
from this world.
Exactly as Iratus was just saying, one by one like dominoes. That shields up is a little threatening though. I've seen that shields up happen and then... I don't know if it's related, but shortly afterwards, a lot of the time, I've been crit to straight death by Dwarven warriors. So I am worried about that. Okay. I'm worried that it's some sort of setup for a giant crit turn, and I just don't know that yet. Right, one down, the other one's already stunned. I'm feeling pretty comfortable now. Actually, I should have just been using Dark Greed, because it's just 40. There's just a lot of vigor. 45. It's 35, by the way. Yeah, that's just a lot of damage. No reason to be overlooking that. All right. Battle number 1 down.
A sad display of mortal kind.
Let's have a look at the path again. So these two both lead to here. And then this is a way to opt out early if you want to go into a different direction. That looks like that could actually be the case. And then this gives you the ability to go out in that direction as well. So you'd assume the flow is up in this direction. Man, it's kind of like analyzing a circuit. The flow is in this direction at this point. Let's see if we can find a capacitor somewhere on this. All right, so we've got these two paths running in parallel with one another. And then it's series through there. All right. I'm going to actually try and go back for the thing. See, I really want to go out this way so that I can get my early steal. No matter what I want a path that has 2 steals, right? And there's no way that this path out here gets 2 steals because as soon as I hit this one, I can't hit another one. But I also want as many encounters as I can possibly get. So let's have a look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yikes. That's garbage. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. little bit better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yikes. Yeah, it doesn't get much better in any direction here. I'm going to the Steel now. Screw it. Screw it. Let's do it. All right. Dark Knights now have that extra attack, dread, and luck. Now I have extra points to start playing with. I kind of want to get destruction so that I have the ability to recreate minions of a higher level much more quickly. I also think it's probably a good idea right now to get a second high piece of weaponry. And that's initiative, luck, and evasion. Yeah, that could totally go on a character. Armor. No, can't get an upgraded version of that right now. Bones I can get an upgrade version of, though. Extra 2 resistance as well as luck and vigor. That's pretty good. It's physical damage that the skeletons are currently having trouble with, though. I can get a high-level piece of Ecto.
Smell of successful alchemy.
Extra evasion, attack, and resistance. That's actually great. Yeah. All of those are great stats for a Dark Knight as we're currently running them. The extra attack and accuracy. Maybe I also put that on the same Dark Knight. No, no, that dread is just really bad. That could be good on a different character, though. Okay, as for the weaponry... Commander Kronos, do you take this? No, because you've already got slightly better than normal bones. So it goes to Drew. You'll take that weapon. Oh, no, wait, hang on. That's for bones. So you've got an extra luck already. The higher you stuck luck on a single target, I think the better off you are, because then you're much more capable of actually looking around that character's resistance. Sorry, you're looking at that character's result of their turn. It's much more reliable. Okay. Also, giving Drew this extra initiative is actually going to give them the ability to go at the start of the turn and stun a character off the bat really quickly. It's going to be super useful for us. So there's nothing else in talents, nothing else in alchemy we need to do at the moment. So now we can go into the next mission. Yeah, that side's been lopped off. But this side hasn't. So you'd assume that at this point I would have the ability to choose to go back up. I'm really hoping that's the case. Otherwise, I'm going to be really, really sad. All right. So there's berserkers in this squad. We should be okay with that. And the trader. I think we'll prioritize the trader. That said, we do have attacks that attack 2 targets at the same time, so we don't have to trigger the trader later on, even if they're in their stance. Great. So we've got good resistance across the board. Like 7 is the least, I think, that we have on anyone. Okay. Oh, missed! That's so annoying. I did that just to free up the action so that Drew would be able to stun that target. And instead, no one did. Oh, look at that damage! Serpent Frog, what are you doing? Oh, what a good time this is going to be. What a good time. And we've already loaded back up those 2 stuns for the next round. Carl, you'll act at the end of the round. Ooh, crit stun on the trader, so that's no more movements for you. That's actually another thing as well. Stacking crit on these skeletons is so good for the possibility of stunning the enemy targets for 2 turns. Look at this. Look at this. We're absolutely on top of the world. And we haven't even got a standard of darkness yet. Let's bring that home. This has all happened, and we have not even got a standard of darkness.
This will be your end. As worthless as
Oh,
you were
94
alive,
on a
you will
crit?
be worth
What is that?
something in death.
The enemy was insane in a way that dealt more damage because of it, so... Yeah.
More materials. Ooh, I didn't think it would be this easy.
There's a reason I think being able to stun is so important. I think that's really being borne out, like, on the screen at the moment. And there's a reason I wanted to persist with this build, which I also think is being borne out on the screen at the moment.
Away your pathetic civilizations.
Okay, I can now just straight up finish. No, I can't finish the library. Damn it. I can get close though. Alright. Let's build the Lich for it.
Of indiscriminate magical carnage.
Beautiful. I do actually need to make vampires in order to unlock the library, but the library gives us experience for Iratus, which gives us the ability to unlock the spell which makes vampires. So it's all a big circle. Removes all buffs from targets, or I can get 8 luck and enemies either become insane or go inspired. I have the thing so far where they can't become inspired at all. So this just says enemies go insane. Which is good. We lose 3 possible resistance, which is sad, but all enemies go insane if they have no ward it's pretty good. It turns out it's pretty good, actually. Okay, we can go back up in the direction towards the Stiel. Great. I don't know any event on this floor that would influence what I would do for that quest. But I think as I get better at the game, I will find things that tell me, oh, I'm about to encounter a quest on the 2nd floor. Maybe I want to have a Wraith for some effect. It's just I don't know those yet. Let's get Grey Matter as well. I want the extra brain. Is there anything I need to consider at this point? Talent, oh, right, yeah, no, continuation of the graveyard, of course. Excavation is maybe something I want to finish. Yeah, let's go towards some more excavation as well. So I'll make myself a zombie, because that overlays.
No brain, but all firepower.
Overlays the least with the other stuff that we need. And speaking of overlaying the least with the other stuff that we need, we'll also make 2 low-level ghouls.
You will bring me their heads, their hearts, and everything else.
Great. Have the ability to stock those in these. Okay, you can see we're starting to ball out of control. We've got 2 people in the obelisk, 3 in the library, 3 in the excavation. We've got a party that just seems unstoppable. We don't yet have the ability to replace a member of that party when they disappear. But as soon as we have access to that, and we have better access to it as a result of Grey Matter, then we will be there. We will be on top. Finally. I've been promising this for so many episodes, but it's finally actually been achieved. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Lord of Iratus. The name of the game has been Dead. Lord of Iratus. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.